Moose Heart. This is Mary, registered dietitian. We're back in the kitchen, and today we are talking about a delicious vegetable that is called spaghetti squash. So I love this. We have been growing this at Moose Heart. This one I cooked already, but it makes a great meal, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So this is, if you haven't had spaghetti squash before, this is half of it. So it's a pretty large vegetable and yellow, and when you roast it, so I roasted this for about 45 minutes at 400 degrees, and once you roast it, you take a fork and you can see the flesh of the spaghetti squash comes out kind of like spaghetti. But it's really low in carbs because it's a vegetable, and it's but it has a great texture. But it's also high in nutrition. It's very high in fiber. It's got some good vitamin C. And it's a great way to sneak in another serving of vegetables, and it fits right into that low carb diet as well. So I'm kind of scraping out all of the spaghetti squash out of the shell, because what we're gonna do is take the spaghetti squash out. And this is kind of a Mediterranean recipe as well. You'll hear me talk about that a lot because we notice that there's a lot of good health benefits from having that kind of Mediterranean diet, Mediterranean lifestyle. So, and that means we're eating healthy, we have a healthy weight, we're getting some activity. For kids, we need 60 minutes of activity per day. For adults, it's about 30 to 45 minutes, 5 days a week. Some strength training, some stretching. So that's all part of the Mediterranean lifestyle. So we're gonna take that, we're gonna add to that our tomato sauce. And I put in some fire roasted tomatoes here. So we're gonna add that right in. And then we're gonna mix it with some Parmesan cheese. And I have some spinach and some zucchini, and I'm just going to take the vegetables I have. You can really mix in whatever kind of vegetables you would like. And then I have some sauteed onions and some oregano. Oregano is really good in this recipe because you've got that tomato sauce, it's got the spaghetti squash, it's kind of got that Italian flair. So you want to mix all of that together. And then you'll see that it kind of starts to take shape. That Parmesan cheese is going to give it some flavor, and you're not going to have too much of it, so it won't be high in fat. And the recipe I'm going to send you actually has a lot of spinach, so you can do that. I like to saute it briefly before you get started. And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually put this right back into that spaghetti squash that we had before. And you can see me, let's put it right back into that vessel. Got that good vitamin C. Tomatoes are really good. They've got that high lycopene. So very good for men's health, which is awesome. So we're gonna put that all back in there. Most of it fits. We did put a lot of tomato sauce, so it'll be a little bit bigger than our actual spaghetti squash. But I like using this vessel. It's easy to work with, and it cooks real well. So then we're going to top that with some delicious mozzarella cheese. And then in the end, it's going to melt, and I have a beautiful spaghetti squash here that's finished. The cheese is all melted, everything is combined. You're getting that low carb meal. I like to garnish it with a little basil. Gives it that good fresh taste. It's better to put the basil on after because it won't brown so much. So just top it with some chopped basil and enjoy.